Hey everyone, my name is a theme park evangelist, and there I go bouncing the Chromebook again. So, unfortunately, yesterday, Monday, I did not get a chance to work on my most recent History of the Theme Park Evangelist YouTube video due to the fact that my mom is actually on fall break right now. Now, currently, my Chromebook is here at my apartment in Dry Ridge, and there's only one computer that has a webcam on it, and that's my dad's. And unfortunately, that stays downstairs as of right now until I get it next week. So when I do get his new computer, this Chromebook is actually going to go to Katie right here, and yes, she's staying for another hour or so with me. She's been here since 5 o'clock. It's been a very nice, relaxing evening. It's been nice seeing her almost every single day for the past several days. And I thoroughly have been enjoying it. But here soon, we're not going to be seeing much of each other because of my work schedule changing again. But not to worry, this is only a temporary thing. So, anyway, um, Katie's going to be getting my Chromebook, and I'm going to be getting my dad's old laptop. So it's funny how that works out. But yeah, with my mom being downstairs all day yesterday, and I was already out in northern Kentucky with Katie for a funeral, there was no sense of me driving all the way back down here, which is 25 miles just one way, just to come get this. And I wasn't about to leave it in the car for an hour, even if it wasn't that bad out, because I was running a little bit behind. I just figured, well, bless you. We'll just postpone it by one day, and I was even hoping I would have the energy and the time to do it last night. Um, I got home late from karate. Good news is I'm almost a yellow belt, so I'm getting there. I've only had a few lessons. My brother made fun of me again, as usual, but it is what it is. I got to work at Hampton Inn again today, 8 to 4. So very happy about that. And unfortunately, I'm off again tomorrow. But the good news is I have an interview with Dunkin' Donuts in Richwood, Kentucky, at 10:30 in the morning tomorrow. So I'm very excited about that. I'm looking forward to driving out there, meeting with the general manager, and seeing how that goes. Worst case scenario, that does not work out. Um, I did apply for Perfect North Slopes again tonight, and I'm going to be attending the job fair at the end of the month, so be praying for that as well. So, also on a positive note, if you were curious to see why Katie looks so fixated on something, I'm not going to be showing it, but the Xbox One is finally connected to the TV. Katie helped me get the Xbox connected over the weekend, and Katie was kind enough to buy AA batteries for the controller on her way here, and she's been just playing Xbox since she's gotten here. I played here and there, but this gave me a chance to not just spend time with her and talk to her, but work on my application for Perfect North, and now I'm doing some YouTubing while I'm letting her play. Besides, she's only here once a week. It doesn't bother me that she's playing my Xbox a lot more right now. And she's the one who got it hooked up. She's also the one who bought the batteries. So it's the least I could do. And I enjoy getting other things done too. So, with the last 6 minutes, now that you guys have heard my life updates, um, I'm glad that Katie is having such a great time over here. I really am. Well, let's go ahead and go into the upcoming vlog. So this is going to be the confusing part here because of the fact that some of these upcoming vlogs I have are planned may or may not be happening yet due to budgeting more than anything. Not to mention, Katie has already been being forced to cover for me financially quite a bit, and it's not that I've wanted her to. She's just kind of felt obligated, and she wants to take care of me. So originally I was planning on vlogging at the Cincinnati Zoo this weekend for the Jack-o'-lantern glow. And originally I had posted on my Facebook page that it was going to happen Saturday night. Well, guess what? That's not going to happen now. For one thing, I'm working 3 to 11 on Saturday, so forget it. It ain't going to happen.
Forget about it.
Forget about it, exactly. And Sunday, I don't even know when I'm working yet. The general manager is currently on vacation. She won't even have the schedule up until the end of the week. So there is no point of me even promising you guys a vlog right now for Sunday as of right now. Secondly, I can't even afford to do anything on Sunday other than tricks and treats. And that really just depends on my schedule right now. So that is currently the only plan is to finally do tricks and treats on Sunday, which is already included in our Gold Pass admission. So we might as well just go ahead and do it since we're already behind getting it done. Um, Also, I'm trying to talk to Danny and Daniel about the idea of them maybe helping us out with tickets again, like they did with the PNC Festival of Lights. Obviously, I don't expect them to help us out this weekend because of the fact that this weekend happens to be Comic Con, so it's actually a little later this year. Danny and Daniel go every single year, and they go the entire weekend. I don't know where they stay, but I don't expect to hear from her whatsoever once she goes out there. So I'm just going to keep myself busy and just talk to Katie if I need somebody to talk to, or my brother if he's available. My brother always works in the movie theater during the weekend, so he's never available either. Next Sunday, whether I'm working or not, because I usually only work the mornings anyway. I never work the nights, thank goodness. Um, I'm gonna have Katie come back here again, and we're gonna go down to Country Pumpkin just down the road from here, literally 5-10 minutes away. But this time we're going on a Sunday, and for one reason only. Katie, go ahead and tell everybody. Katie,
Yeah.
what is the main reason why we're going to do Country Pumpkin on a Sunday?
Have hay rides.
Yes, and we're not doing a police-drawn hayride again. Not after
No.
last Friday night. No way. No way. There's no way.
Well, I mean, he probably would have gone slower if we'd gone earlier, but they were trying to close that down.
Figures. But still, I was like,
So. There was a little kid on there. That was kind of crazy.
yeah, just a little bit. The following weekend is ironically the final. Actually, hold on. Let me. The weekend after that is literally the final weekend of October. So that weekend, no matter what happens, because it is actually a lot cheaper than you think it is. Speaking of Perfect North, is the weekend of Colorful. And yes, even though. Actually, let me check on my calendar here about that because now I'm curious here. So I'm taking Katie to. You know what? Let me pause this for a second. All right. I literally only just paused it for a few seconds. So originally I had scheduled Jack o' Lantern Glow to be on the 13th. Today is the 8th. Right now, we don't know if it's going to happen or not. So, right now, the next big vlog that's going to be going on is Country Pumpkins on Sunday, October 20th, which is right after I get paid. And then.
That's not a Sunday.
Sunday, October 20th?
They get paid on the 20th.
I get paid on the 17th. And then
Maybe I get paid on the 18th then, okay.
And then this is where I may need Katie's help, but I can pay her back on Thursday, is we're going to be doing Colorfall at Perfect North Slopes on October 27th, Sunday, October 27th. We don't really have a choice at this point because the following weekend we're actually going to be out in Mason, Ohio for a bridal show, and we're going to be going to Tricks and Treats for the final weekend of the season on Sunday, November 3rd. And that will be the very first time we ever stay at a Hilton together as a couple. Okay, so I did go over by accident. For those of you who watch the history of the Theme Park Evangelist every week, you're probably going, shame on you, for accidentally going over that my 10-minute promise. I apologize. I just want to make sure I got my dates in there. But anyway, so the next vlog I'm actually going to be talking to you guys about, if you read my title, is going to be talking about my first trip back to Central Florida with my dad as a Kentucky resident. So, growing up in Florida, I would, every now and then go to Florida with my dad. Go to Florida with my dad. I told you, Katie, my brain's not on correctly tonight. I think we discovered that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I meant go to Disney with my dad, but going back to Florida with him after moving away from here, moving away from there up to here.
Yep, your head's definitely not on straight tonight.
It really made, that much of a, wow, that wow factor. So, basically, what ended up happening, without going into too much detail or anything, or making it look bad or anything, we're going down there for a wedding. It was actually a close friend of mine I used to go to church with, and I knew her husband, or soon-to-be husband, because of the fact that we had used to work together for quite a while there. And then she and I also used to work together on top of that, which is kind of weird. And my dad was like, well, I consider her a close friend. I want to go too. And I was trying to get my mom to go and my brother to go. My brother's like, I can't afford to go. My mom didn't want to go, and my mom said she couldn't take the time off from school. That's the problem with being a teacher. It's very hard to find a substitute teacher during that busy season. Like, whenever the school is open, you're expected to be there. But when the school is closed, that's different. You got places like AIG that, tell you that you need to take your time off when it's busy, when it's slow, and to work when it's busy. They just don't understand that, especially like when it comes to holidays, you can't just always do that. You have to sometimes plan it around your parents' schedules. It's very frustrating. But anyway, I'm very happy about the fact that at least my dad's able to go, and he bought us 2 plane tickets, 2 round trip flights to Orlando and back to Cincinnati. He got us a rental car, super nice rental car. And then he made arrangements with his sister in Orlando for us to stay with her. So we get down to Orlando, and we picked up the rental car. We had to take a shuttle over to the rental car agency. The car already had prepaid tolls. We literally could go through the tolls as much as we wanted, and we only had to pay $5 for this. Pretty nice, right? Considering how many tolls are in Florida. And I told my dad I really want to go to Wawa while I'm here. Of course, I have to go to Wawa. I have to go to Publix. That's a requirement. But I also really want to go to Disney Springs and Property Control from the Disney cast member store. So my dad, being cool like that, he takes me to the Disney cast member store. He took me to Disney Springs. It was really nice. We just got to enjoy each other's company. He stopped at Wawa for me so I could buy myself some dinner or whatever, and eventually went. Actually, no, that was my lunch. Now I remember. And then we went back to my aunt and uncle's house, and my uncle made some really good food. I mean, I that was the last time I hadn't eaten his food in a few years at this point, so I was like, oh. And my uncle, my other uncle that I got to see again last year, he brought over some cupcakes and that he had gotten from work to celebrate the grand opening of Tron that had literally just opened, what, 3 months prior at that point, and they literally made my tongue turn blue. It was hilarious. Yeah, I wish Katie had gone in some ways, but at the time we had just started dating. I mean, we barely even knew each other, and I was just starting to introduce her to Disney for the very first time. You remember all that? All I get is a nod. Okay, I'll accept it. So, it was one of those weird times. But it was still nice going back, and my dad and I got to go to Epcot together. We started out at Hollywood Studios, and we went on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and the ride broke down near the end. And I tried doing a YouTube video, and I had some people going, "What? You mistitled this?" and ended up getting thousands of views. I never would have guessed, and I thought it was so neat having all the lights come on, and then we were getting evacuated. My dad and I kept distracting the cast member, and we actually got the cast member in trouble. Oopsie. 1 second. Anyway, sorry about that. So, after that, we went over to Backlot Express, and we had lunch there, and my uncle was really nice, and he bought everybody food. But what really impressed me, I got to see my cousin Felicia for the first time in forever, and honestly, seeing her again reminded me how similar in height this one is over here to her. So I would love to meet or see my cousin again and say, "Look, here's your midget." If that makes any sense. Or, "Look, I found somebody your size." She's not buying it. I feel like she's gonna whack me any minute now. Oh! I promise I did not move the computer that time. She did it. She did it. Oh, she stuck her tongue out at me on YouTube. Look away. Look away. You have to forgive me. I had 3 coffees today, and I only got about 6 hours of sleep, so my brain's going a little haywire right now. But don't worry, I'll crash hard later. She's going to be leaving me in less than 45 minutes anyway. Maybe it's a good thing I do go to bed early. So, yeah.
Well, you'll go to bed after you make sure I'm home, that is.
Well, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I? So, yeah, at the end of the day, after I went over to Epcot and got to vlog Food and Wine again, waited 6 hours for Cosmic Rewind, got to ride it for the very first time, went back on it again in February. I would safely say that was a really neat trip. And just the fact that I got to be there with him again, and I just got some bonding time with just my dad, and I would definitely say that trip in particular really helped my dad and I to start working on some things that we hadn't been working on. Got my dad away from my brother and just gave him some bonding time with me. Gave me a chance to start working on some things that I needed to work on. I would do this again in a heartbeat. I honestly would. And the funny thing is, I had just gone to Pigeon Forge not even a few months prior. And, here I am already going on another trip. And I'm like, wow, I'm already going on another trip. And here comes the even crazier part. I'm going to be getting ready to stay in my very first cabin in just a few more months. Actually, I don't believe I have that in the itinerary that I typed, but as I told Katie, I am creating new vlogs as I go because when I first typed this, it was hard for me to remember every single thing that had happened between the time I started this YouTube channel till now. But I will go ahead and tell you guys, even though I may not have pre-written it, yes, the next topic is going to be about my very first time staying in a cabin in Cosby, Tennessee, with Katie and my parents. And I mean, yes, I had stayed in a cabin with my parents and my brother back in the late '90s, but that was a long time ago. I mean, this was only like what 2 years ago, and Lord willing, we're going to do this again next year. I mean, I hope so. I pray so. Pray that it's going to happen, but only God really knows. And Lord willing, her parents will be there too. Still working on the kinks and the details, but I will let you guys know closer to December 2025 if it's actually going to happen or not. And in the meantime, we'll take care of the rest.
Depends on whether the cabins are still there because of the hurricane.
Yeah, there was a hurricane here. For those of you who did not know, apparently there's one in Florida right now. But for those of you who did not know, Asheville, North Carolina, Georgia, part of Florida, and part of Tennessee, Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg got hit bad by Hurricane Helene. Is it pronounced Helene?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so still be praying for that, as well as this next hurricane. I mean, this has been a bad year for hurricanes. And yet TJ is unfortunately stupid enough to say that this is nowhere as bad as Irma back in 2017. But then again, this hurricane hasn't even made landfall yet. That's tomorrow morning. So I know for sure he'll be singing a different tune by tomorrow. But all we can do is pray for everybody in the meantime. So I would encourage everybody to come back again next week, whether it's next Monday or Tuesday. Lord willing, it'll be next Monday, but we'll see what happens. Makes it really hard when I'm in karate on Monday nights, and I can't always guarantee I'm going to be around or able to even pull aside just 30 minutes. I know, it seems like a lot to ask, but sadly enough, Katie and I are very busy people, and we both work, and I'm trying to get a second job here, so, but you know what? We're going to keep doing whatever we can, and we're going to keep trying to make this YouTube thing work. I will see you guys tomorrow when I do my next topic on my college days. That's going to be more than likely tomorrow night, just because of the fact that I got an interview and then I'm going to be going to my parents' place, unless for whatever reason my mom goes out for a little bit tomorrow. Actually, no, yeah, tomorrow night, right after I get back here from Bible study, that's when I plan on doing it. Just so you guys know. So it'll be very late, but it will still happen. Unless I go ahead and film my next one later after Katie goes to bed, but I'll see how I feel. In the meantime, always remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Have a great night. Peace out.